We are focusing on your spine today, so we'll do some upper back stretches to begin. Now, first, I would just like you to start by either sitting or standing tall, and then we're going to reach up and then we're going to lean over. So you're going to feel this all the way from the side of your waist up to your lat, right underneath your arm, and you can even add a little elbow bend, which I always like to do just to get the back of your arm. So we'll hold that there. Breathe out slowly. Then we'll come up to the other side. So go ahead and reach. And then if you have arms beside your chair, you can go ahead and relax onto that. So go ahead and do a side lean, so everything from the hip up. And then we can add just that elbow bend once you have the side lean. So from your waist to your arm, you want to keep your body open to the front. There we go. So we're just holding that there, relaxing into the stretch. All right, coming back up to neutral. So on this next one, what I'd like you to do is bring one knee in. So you can do this seated, you can even lie down, or if you have good balance, you could do it standing. But we are going to take our hands, lock them together in front of our knee, right about at our shin. And then as you're hugging it in, I want you to try to keep your spine tall. So you want to lengthen, give it a slight arch, and then hug that knee in. So you're going to feel this from your glute to your lower spine. So you can hold it all there, or we can alternate, kind of switch back and forth. But I'm just going to go ahead and hold it here, and then release, and then we'll switch to the other side. So spine tall, knee bent, lock your hands in front, and then go ahead and hug it in. So if you feel like you're able to do a little more, just give yourself some room to bring that knee in, and then think about pulling your shoulders back, arch your spine slightly. Breathe out. Kind of getting some arm work here too, just hugging that knee in. So keep your fingers locked in front. All right, and we're going to get into some rotations next. So I'll demonstrate these seated. So I'm going to bring my knees to one side. So I'm just rotating. And remember, spine tall. You're going to hear me say that all the time. But just keep that alignment, and then we're going to twist over, looking around our shoulder. So with the knees to one side, we're twisting away, and we can place one hand on the outside of our leg. Maybe wrap your arm around your chair back. And with that tall spine, we're thinking about turning our shoulders and maybe even looking behind our shoulder. Good idea to get this trunk rotation. We usually interact with the world like in front of us, so good to get some turns and twists. We're going over to the other side, rotating. So knees to one side. And sometimes I can't help myself. I just have to hear that crack, but I don't force it or anything. It's just like if I feel it coming along, just getting our spine realigned. But remember to keep that long spine up. Turn your shoulders away from your knees, and then turn your head even a little more to look almost behind your shoulder. Slow breaths out. And relax. All right, we're going to reach our arms straight in front of us to round our upper back. So what I did was lock my fingers together with the palms in front of me, and then I'm going to round this way. And while we're here, you can go ahead and tuck your chin down. So we're just basically getting everything all the way up to our neck. So I'm giving you permission here to round it forward. You often hear not to round your spine, but as long as we're not lifting heavy loads in this position, it's perfectly okay. Actually, a good thing to get your upper back stretched. All right, and then we're going to do the opposite, because I'm all about balance. So on this one, I'm going to have to move my chair out of the way so that I can reach hands behind me. And then two things. So I want you to straighten your arms behind you. And then if you look or feel your shoulders, I want you to kind of turn it outward. So we're trying to open up your chest. So I don't want you in here. I want you to just turn out. So that's external rotation. And then with your fingers locked, palms facing you, arms behind, just want you to straighten. So think about if I were to pull your arms behind you. Open your chest. And breathe out, relax a little bit, loosen it up, some crossovers. So I'm coming back into the seated position. So this is our cat-cow stretch that you might often see on all fours, face down if you do like yoga with Christy. But what we're gonna do is arch the spine, and I want you to think all the way from your lower spine to your upper spine. So lower to upper back, so nice arch. So as you can see, I'm pushing my chest and abdomen forward, and then just like I'm being punched in the gut, I'm gonna exhale, breathe out as I round back. And as you round back, go ahead and look down slightly, and I just place my hands on front of my knees for stability. And on this, we'll just switch between the two positions, so forward and back. And excuse me, my webcam sometimes goes off. Might do it again, but I'll catch it, don't worry. So I'm just holding for a few seconds here, maybe like 3 to 5 breaths. And back like that. So we inhale as we extend the spine, which is this position. That's inhale, and then exhale as we flex the spine here. All right, inhale, forward, chest and abdomen, pushing to the front. And back, and then try not to shrug your shoulders up to the ears as we move our spine forward and back. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, and then looking straight to your screen, I'm going to finish with my favorite, which is our neck. So we're going to hold it in these positions. So start with our head tilt. So both of your shoulders are down. And then tilt your head toward your ear. And then, sorry about my connection here. There we go. All right, we can add a little bit of assistance with our hand. And just relax into this. Key here, keep your shoulder down. Looking straight to the front. And then we'll do the same thing to the other side. I need to get a new webcam. All right, so we're gonna keep our shoulder down, head tilt. And then, as long as you have that lengthening, we can add our hands, give it a little bit of assistance. All right, and then the last one is just a variation of that, and then this one is my favorite of the favorites, which is our trapezius. So we're getting the muscles behind our neck. So the only difference is you're going now diagonal. And so we're gonna look chin down and diagonal. And remember, shoulder down. And in fact, I prefer to even keep my arm behind me, just wrapped around. That'll keep your shoulder back. And then since we're looking down and diagonal, we can wrap our hand up to the opposite side. I just keep a wide grip on my cranium right there. Breathe out. All right, and we're going to bring it back up to neutral and do the same thing to the other side. I like to wrap my arm behind, or you can simply just press your shoulder or arm down. And let's go ahead and look down and diagonal as if you're bringing your chin toward your armpit. And then if you'd like to add the finishing touch, just wrap your hand up and behind. And sorry about my camera, but we're just going to finish in this position. Breathe out. And take it back up to neutral. Unwrap. Good stretch, everyone. We'll see you next time on CubeFit Stretch. Bye-bye. Thank you, Lena, Christy. Good to see you. Alberto, Miriam. Thanks. You're welcome.